All right, guys. So, what is my biggest mistake? Something that I can think about and think that was my biggest mistake, right? I've made plenty of mistakes in this world. And at the beginning, making mistakes was something that I almost felt embarrassed about. I was almost like, wow, when you don't feel like you have any sort of expertise in anything, when you don't feel like you're competent in anything, anytime you mess up, anytime you make mistakes, you almost feel embarrassed because it's like, man, like everyone has it figured out but me. So you almost try to put up this shield, this protection to make yourself seem like you know what you're doing, right? But in reality, you know deep down inside that you don't. So it's almost embarrassing when you make mistakes, right? At this point in my life, I don't care, okay? I'm in door-to-door sales, and I don't think anybody in the world faces rejection more than someone who does door-to-door sales, right? Hundreds of rejections a day. So most of the world doesn't do that. So at this point, I've learned that mistakes are only things that you can learn from. But if I look back at all the times when I've made mistakes in my life, the biggest mistake I could say I made, and I wish someone would have told me this, because when I was a kid, the mistake was starting something and quitting. Starting something and quitting. I'd go into the basketball team, right? I'd play for a little bit, and then I'd end up being like, well, I'm not that good at this, so I quit. I'd end up playing, I'd end up going to the cross country team. I wouldn't be so good at it, and I'd be like, well, this isn't for me. I quit. I'd go and play volleyball and try out for the team, and I wouldn't make it, and I'd say, well, this isn't for me. I quit. Right? I would try things, and I would always just quit. Why? Because I didn't have work ethic. And all I thought was that if you start something and you're not good at it, well, it's not for you. You just got to keep on looking in life for other things, right? And a lot of people are like that. A lot of people are like that, to where they say, well, I guess that just wasn't for me. Let me try this. Well, I guess that just wasn't for me. That's just life directing me in the way of where I need to go. That has some truth to it, right? You are directed to where you need to go through your mistakes. But before you hop on to the next thing, you have to ask yourself, did I even actually try at this? Did I even actually dedicate time, dedicate weeks, months to this specific thing, right? Ask yourself that. Or was it kind of just like half-assed, right? Because whenever I was a kid and I started sports, it was never an obsession. It was never something that I really, really made my center focus. And it's all I focused on. I didn't care about anything else. All I cared about, wake up, do that. Wake up, do that. Wake up, do that. For an extended period of time, it's all that's on your mind, right? That's not what I would do. I would come home, I'd do prank calls, I'd play Black Ops 2 with my friends, and then I'd end up, going on the hub and going to sleep. That was me when I was like in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, right? So how can I win at that? So if you want to win, what I learned now that I'm in sales, right? Sales is the one thing that I can say, well, not the one thing, right? Because there's sales, there's my speaking abilities, there's my confidence, there's all these things in my life that I've improved on. How did I do it? I made it the center focus, right? The center focus. Sales, up to this day, for so long, has been my center focus. It's all I care about. I want to learn more about sales. I want to get better at sales. Every single day, more about sales. Who can I learn from? I know nothing, right? I tell myself, I know nothing. I need to continue learning from people who know more than I do. So let me just shut up. Let me just be a student and let me continue working. Let me continue trying to figure out a way. Let me set out specific times to first sharpen my sword by learning about sales, and then going out into the field and applying it every single day so that I can sharpen myself, so that I can become better. And the same thing with socializing, right? When I wanted to improve my social skills, what would I do? I would read books, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That was the only thing I thought about. How can I expand my vocabulary? How can I become a better speaker? How can I talk to people and be more social, right? I'd focused on tonality. I'd focused on projection. I'd go out, I'd talk to women. I'd go out and I'd do door-to-door sales, right? It's the main focus. And at first, anything that I started, I sucked at. But these things, I didn't quit. I just kept going. I didn't look back. I made it the center focus, right? Not just a part of your life. Yeah, I'll do a little bit of basketball and I'll do some Black Ops 2 and I'll go to the pool and I'll do that, and then maybe 30 minutes I'll just set aside to do that. No, it has to be the center focus. If you want to make sure that you succeed at whatever it is that you want to do, my biggest mistake was always quitting, thinking that it wasn't for me. But once I understood that a skill takes 10,000 hours to master, or so they say, then guess what? If you have 2, 3, 10, 100 hours put into it, and you're starting to have a weak mindset and you're starting to think, wow, I suck at this, maybe I should quit, then either you fold under pressure or you get stronger. If you're going to fold, then, having the life that you want just really isn't for you. And if you sit there and that upsets you and you say, yeah, damn, that sucks, and you get mad at me, then guess what? You're weak. But if you sit there and you get pissed off and you say, no, that's not me. That is not me. Who does this guy think he's talking to? That's not me. I don't quit. Okay, this guy might think that I'm going to quit, but I don't quit. If that makes you feel that way, then you're the type of person who will have everything you want in this life, because you don't let people dictate how you feel inside. You have your mind set on something, and if someone opposes and doubts you in any way, it pisses you off to the point where now you have something to prove. Okay, so if that's you, remember, don't quit. Make it the center focus. Pick one thing. What do you want to learn? Do you want to learn skills? Do you want to learn sales? Do you want to learn business? Do you want to learn dating? Do you want to learn confidence? Whatever the case may be, make it your center focus. Don't quit. Understand that if you have 10 hours in and you suck, you just need to put in more hours. That's as simple as it gets. It's a mindset switch. And the moment you do that, you understand, let me just put in another hour. Let me just put in another hour. Let me just put in another hour. And eventually you will see the success because you did not quit. And you tried to figure out all the information, right? Pick a word, pick a thing, and figure out all the information that's out there. Okay? If you want to learn how to get in shape, make that your center focus. How do I get in shape? How do I do it? And then for months, every single day, learn from as many people out there, right? Because there's millions of people out there in the world who are in shape. So guess what? All these people are living the same life as you. They're all living one life, but they all have experiences. They've all tried things. They've all failed. They've all, tried things and made mistakes. Just the same way I'm on here telling you my mistakes and what you shouldn't do. It's the same thing you should be doing your research and your due diligence on to try to figure out, what did this person make? What was their mistake? What was this person's mess up? What was this person over here? What did they do? How did this person see success? How did that person win? Okay, you collect data, and then you apply it, and you'll start to see that your life is going to improve, and that thing that you once thought that you should quit on, you'll start to realize how talented you are at it because of how hard you worked. All right, guys, that's the video for today. Develop some work ethic and don't quit. Peace out.